Well, as I've previously established here on my channel, the issue of immigration outside of the mainstream media bubble, of course, is now the number two issue for both Conservative voters and for Leave voters, according to the YouGov Issues tracker. This issue, especially of illegal migration at the moment, and the small boats crisis, of course, that we've seen from France, that the British government seem to have dealt with by looking at handing the French authorities, by giving the French authorities more money, of course, has escalated year after year after year. We now have talk in this leadership contest about the Rwanda policy. As far as I'm concerned, by the way, the Rwanda policy isn't a policy. It's an idea. It hasn't happened. After the ECHR's intervention, of course, the policy hasn't actually been implemented. This is a policy announced back in April. As we sit here in August, no sign, no prospect, no date for this policy to actually be implemented. Now, Rishi Sunak and Liz Truss have both talked about the Rwanda policy, wanting to make it work, perhaps even extending it. I repeat the point, the policy hasn't even been implemented after the ECHR's intervention. Now, in terms of Rwanda, all sorts of talk that it could only be 200 people, in fact, that Rwanda have capacity for with this policy at the moment. Suella Braverman, of course, who I'm a big fan of, the Attorney General, at least she's been honest enough to say the only way to stop the illegal migration crisis is to leave ECHR. But as some in mainstream media, again, as they have consistently done, can totally ignore this issue, I just wanted to highlight again what is happening now in terms of the small boats across from France, because it's still happening in big, big numbers. And quite simply, whoever the next Conservative Prime Minister is, and it looks like it's going to be Liz Truss, if she doesn't stop this madness, it will cost the Conservatives the next election, in my opinion, because many Leavers, many Brexiteers, and indeed many Conservative voters will not vote Tory again. So on the 1st of August, you had a further 696 people on 14 votes. That was the highest figure for a single day this year. On the 4th of August, you then had a further 388 people on 8 votes. And then yesterday, it was a further 288 people on 5 votes. GB News' Mark White there, highlighting that a man was pulled from a kayak in the English Channel yesterday. 288 taken off small boats on Friday there. That means for this week alone, you're looking at over 1,300 people, and also reports there of at least a further 5 boats crossing today. This has got completely out of hand, and I repeat the point, it's all well and good talking about the Rwanda policy. This is a policy announced back in April that has not been implemented. We've seen the ECHR's intervention, and whether it be Rishi Sunak or more likely Liz Truss as the next Prime Minister, if they don't get a grip of this situation, for me that starts with leaving ECHR, then it will cost the Conservatives the next election. Let me know what we make of this in the comments below, guys. Do go and check out my Brexiteer bulletin where I talk about this issue and lots more. I'll put a link in the top pinned comment. And of course, as ever, cheers for watching.